Here we have for sale our metallic starlight blue 2019 on a 19 plate Volkswagen Transporter T6. This is the T32, meaning it's got a 3.2 ton gross vehicle weight. I'll tell you why that's important a bit later on in the video. This one is the 2 litre TDI diesel Euro 6 engine producing 150 brake horsepower. This one has got the 6-speed manual gearbox, and this is the long wheelbase Highline Kombi. And what we're going to do in this video is have a little walk around. I'll show you the spec that you get on a Highline Kombi of this age. There's a number of really nice factory optional extras on this particular example, plus some non-factory bits which have been added as well, which we'll talk you through. We'll also have a really good look at the condition of this particular vehicle, talk to you a little bit about the previous ownership and service history, seeing as it is currently available for sale at the time of recording. So starting here then at the rear of the vehicle, we can see that this one is spec'd with a rear glazed tailgate. So a tailgate is one door which opens up like so, and glazed meaning it has got a rear window, and that comes heated with the rear wiper there as well. Now, first factory option which I can see here is that this one has got a reversing camera nicely nestled there above the rear number plate. And then a few bits which have been added. We can see that this one has got a nice rear spoiler just there, and we've also got a carbon fibre rear bumper protector there on top of the rear bumper. Now, as standard, the Highline, a number of elements come colour coded. That includes the bumpers, so rear bumper, front bumper, the door handles right around the vehicle, so the one on the back, on the sides, and also the wing mirrors as well. Speaking of the rear bumper, we can see that this one has got rear parking sensors. Again, that comes as standard on the Highline model. And you can see also there's a spare wheel just nestled underneath there as well. In terms of condition then at the rear of the van, looking very nice indeed, actually. Really lovely and clean. Starlight blue is one of my absolute favourite colours in a Transporter. I think it's really subtle and classy, and I think it just goes nice with some silver bits on the vehicle as well. Opening up the back of the van then, we can start to have a look inside, of course. So you can see here that this one is fully carpet lined on the sides, and people who know their Transporters really well will know that these two boxes here tell us that this vehicle has got twin electric side loading doors, and I'll show you how those are operated in a little bit. On the roof then, we've got a nice padded roof lining which is there to mirror the front headlining there as closely as possible, and I think it just contrasts nicely against the sort of anthracite carpet of the side. And we've got the 5 LED spotlights there in the roof. A Kombi comes as standard with this nice soft touch, I don't know if you can see that there, but a soft touch rubber flooring in the back, which is fantastic, allows you to sweep it out or wash it out if you want to, and there's plenty of tie down points here in the back of the van as well if you want to tie a new cargo down. This is the correct placement of the rear of the toolkit, and you can start to see then the seats that we've got in the front here, and this brings us on to another factory extra. So far we're up to rear camera and the twin electric side loading doors. This one has also got the 2 plus the 1 rear seating configuration as well, and I'll show you how that operates as well. Inside the tailgate then, that's all carpeted inside there as well, but fantastic condition inside there, pretty much faultless for a van of this age. Now, this is a one owner from new vehicle. It was a company owned vehicle, hence it is still VAT qualifying, which is fantastic for any of course VAT registered individuals or businesses watching this, and for those business customers, I mentioned at the start of the video, this is a T32, meaning that this one is still classed as a commercial vehicle, even with the seats in the back, so fantastic for tax purposes basically, so you can run this through your company, and this is the model that will keep the accountant happy, the T32. Obviously don't take my tax advice, but I say worth speaking to your accountant about that. Yeah, this is certainly the ones that I run myself if I ever run a Transporter myself. Looking at the wheels then, this one has got a really nice set of brand new 20-inch alloy wheels. They're a gunmetal grey with a diamond cut face, and they're basically designed to be a sort of a TTRS sort of replica wheel. I think they just, again, I think they set off the Starlight Blue really very nicely indeed. You can also see here that this one has got a set of black sidebars. We've also then got a set of silver roof bars just there as well. Condition, looking down the passenger side here, looking very clean and tidy, very much free from any dents or scrapes or anything like that. Now, I mentioned this one has got twin electric doors, so one of the ways you can open it is just on the handle here. So give the handle a pull, you can walk away from the vehicle, no hands, and that will completely open up there for you, which is really, really nice indeed. Having a look at the seats then in the back, as I mentioned, you've got the 2 plus the 1 seating configuration. You've got ISOFIX compatibility on these rear seats, and the 2 plus the 1 offers a lot of versatility. So using that handle just there, that gives you some access then to gain access into the back. You can also then use this handle, this tab just there, should I say, and that allows you to fold the seat down completely flat, and you can do exactly the same with those seats as well. So there's a little tab just there, give that a pull and you can fold those down, and then you can remove either of these seats completely independently of the other, which is fantastic, because if you've got something longer that you want to load down this side, just take this seat out and you can get your surfboard or bike or whatever it may be down that side, no problem at all. In terms of condition then, again, absolutely lovely condition here in the back. Hopefully you can see that from the camera. I'll just pick this seat back up there, put that back into place so you can see that one as well, but lovely condition there, and as I say, really nice that you can quickly release all of those seats from the floor. If we look into the front of the vehicle then, there's a few more optional extras to speak on in here, but firstly, passenger door card, all looking in very good condition. The passenger step, and this brings us on to another optional extra here. This one has got cab carpet, so of course carpet in the footwells here, which really helps to give it a more of a car-like feel. It certainly helps with some sound deadening as well when you're driving. Now we have got a lovely service history with this vehicle. As I say, it is one owner from new. They've had a couple of services done here in a local garage to themselves at 17 and 28,000 miles in 2020 and 2021, and then of course in 2022 we have given the vehicle a full service as well. We've done brake pads all around and rear brake discs, so lovely to give it a nice clean bit of health, and the 3rd service recorded with that one. You can see we've got the full leather book pack there with all of the sort of paraphernalia inside there, and then this is another optional extra here as well. So we've got the double front seat on this side. The advantages of this is you have got some storage then underneath the passenger seats, like so. Lovely and clean under there. Our guys always do a fantastic job. Attention to detail is second to none, even if I may say myself. And then looking in the centre here, you've got this little fold down work tray. Again, as I say, this is part of an optional extra pack where you've got a couple of cup holders and also somewhere to store your paperwork just there as well. We'll come around to the rest of the spec when we go around to the driver's side. When you are ready to close the door then, again, a couple of ways you can do it. On the inside, you've got the little handle just in here, so if you're actually jumping in here as a passenger, pull on that handle and that will close the door. But if you want to do it from the outside, just pull on the handle from the outside there and you can walk away and it will just shut all for you, doing all the work there for you. Moving then around to the front of the vehicle, and again a few other bits which have been added here. So you've got a lovely lower front Sportline spoiler. This one has got factory front parking sensors, so another nice optional extra. They come with front fog lights as standard. And looking here at the condition then of the front of the van, a couple of minor stone chips, I guess, as you'd expect with any vehicle of this sort of age, but I must say looking very, very clean and tidy. And then looking finally then down the driver's side here, again just looking in those reflections, looking for any dings or dents or anything like that. Looks very nice. A couple of tiny little stone chips here or there, just ones that have been touched in. I can see a couple in this sort of area here, just minor little stone chips which have been touched in, but otherwise looking really, really clean and tidy. Now they'll show you inside the cab here, the spec you get as a driver. So again, lovely condition there of the step, the floor coming inside there. So as standard then, you get electric windows, electric heated mirrors. You can turn it to that position there and that will give you heated mirrors. You've got auto-activated lights and auto-activated wipers. Another optional extra on this particular model is that it has got 4 keys. So really unusual to find one of these with 4 keys. But as I say, that is a factory optional extra. Now you will see on these keys, look in there, there's 2 buttons on there as well, which you can operate the doors with. So by giving those a push, you can, when you're walking up to the vehicle, you can push those buttons and the doors will open, which is a really, really nice feature. Leather multifunctioning steering wheel, this all comes as standard. Cruise control on the left hand side, on the right hand side, and then you've got your onboard computer controls just there. You can of course control the volume for the radio, you can answer the phone and things like that on the steering wheel as well. Looking then into the centre, and we can see the mileage there, 45,334 miles. You can see it's all running and idling correctly. There's no warning lights or anything like that on the dashboard. 6-speed manual gearbox, as I mentioned, to go along with that 150 brake horsepower engine. And then the other way that you can operate these electric doors is on the dashboard here. So you can push on these buttons just there, and voila, your doors are open. And I say, lovely to have twin side loading doors as well, so it gives you access into the rear of the vehicle from both sides. Fantastic for rear passengers, that. Looking then into the centre, air conditioning comes as standard, heated windscreen is standard, and USB and an AUX port just there as well. In the centre then, I'll just jump into the driver's seat for a second just to show you this. So just because I've just recently been parking the vehicle into the position that it's in now, you can see you've got your Park Pilot display there, so you can see the front and rear parking sensors displayed there. If I put the vehicle into reverse, this is where your reverse camera is displayed. And if we come out of this a second, turn the infotainment system on, you can see that this one has the optional extra of satellite navigation. This gives you the bigger screen, which you see here, and of course factory sat nav, and you see there that menu comes up as you come close to it without actually touching the screen. It senses that you're coming close and it brings up that menu there at the bottom. If I go on to the radio page, you've got DAB radio just there as well, and of course you can connect your phone to this via Bluetooth. On these screens, I say this one hasn't got App Connect enabled, but you would be able to, through a VW dealer, you would be able to pay to have App Connect enabled on you if you so wanted to. But lovely, lovely spec inside here. So just to summarise this vehicle then, it's a 2019 on a 19 plate Volkswagen Transporter. It's a T6, which is the shape T32, so 3.2 tonne gross vehicle weight, 2 litre TDI diesel Euro 6 engine, producing 150 brake horsepower, 6-speed manual gearbox, long wheelbase Highline Kombi. So long wheelbase just gives you a nice bit of extra room there in the back, which is great when you've got rear seats, so you're not sort of sacrificing too much rear space there. Finished in the fantastic starlight blue. And this is a sort of really nice time to show you actually, because you'll see here in the sun you actually get some of that sort of blueness in the colour, but then maybe in a sort of darker area, more shadowy area, it can almost be mistaken for black. It's a lovely, lovely, subtle but classy colour, I feel. A really nice selection of factory optional extras. So we've got cab carpet, we've got satellite navigation, we've got twin electric side loading doors, 2+1 rear seating configuration, and reversing camera. And of course the dual passenger seats as well with the work tray. And then some lovely bits which have been added as well. So we've got a full styling pack, including the 20-inch alloy wheels, sidebars, roof bars, Sportline style front splitter, and the rear spoiler. I forgot about the front parking sensors as well as the other factory option. And we've also got the carbon fibre rear bumper protector, fully carpet lined with the head lining as well. So a really attractive proposition, I think, in this colour with this miles, one owner from new. Nice service history with it, and as I say, it has been fully serviced with ourselves as well, ready for sale during our preparation. Fantastic condition, drives very well. I've driven this van myself, and available here today at Bridgend Van Centre. If you'd like to see the full advert, if you haven't seen it already, please head over to our website, which is listed there, bridgendvans.co.uk. This is where you will find the price, the photography, and the description of this vehicle. We will welcome inquiries on either of the numbers listed here at the bottom of the sign. Please pause the video there if you want to make a note of those. We can also arrange delivery of all of our vehicles nationwide. We can arrange finance at very competitive rates, and we can take cars or vans in part exchange. Thank you very much for watching.